Quickly. You've been listening to us for a while. You were source energy before you came into this body, and the larger part of you still is source energy. Part of you came into this body where you are sifting and sorting and observing and creating. So as you're sifting through the data, you are coming to personal conclusions about what you would prefer. And those preferences, those conclusions, those desires matter so much because you are the creator of your own reality. So you're launching these rockets of desire. And the reason we call them rockets of desire is because you focus and we amplify. But in most cases, you are not right now a vibrational match to what you just asked for. But the larger part of you is. So you really just have to decide, how can I be more of a vibrational match to what I want and less of a vibrational match to what I don't want? Or how can I be more of a vibrational match to what's coming and less of a vibrational match to what is? Or how much of what is do I want to continue to be a vibrational match to? And what that now is that I'm experiencing on a day-to-day basis, do I want to cease being a vibrational match to? And the answer to that is focus. Just focus and feel, focus and feel, focus and feel. And most of all, care about feeling good. So one last thing we want to tell you, and then we'll open it to talk with you about whatever you want to talk about. When the cork bobs on the surface of the water, that's its natural buoyant state. And in this analogy of vibration, we want to say that's a high frequency. There's no resistance. The cork is bobbing on the surface where it naturally is. And that's who you were when you were born. That's who you will be when you make your transition to non-physical. It's who you are when you are joyful. It's who you are when you're appreciative. It's who you are when you're happy. It's who you are when you feel passion. It's who you are when you feel eager. So that's naturally who you are. And that's naturally where you will be unless you're doing something to hold the cork under the water. It matters to know that, because you don't have to run around trying to find things to feel good about. Just stop looking for things to feel bad about. That really is the solution. The good stuff is dominant. The good stuff is abundant. The good stuff is natural. The good stuff is who you are. It's natural for you to prosper. It's natural for you to feel good. You just got to stop doing that thing that causes you to hold yourself in the non-receptive mode, in the mode where you can't find the clue, where you can't feel your way on this winding, fabulous, adventurous path of least resistance. So if we can convince you, and words don't teach, we'll point it out to you, and then life will show it to you in a way that you will really know it to be. If we can convince you that you know what you want, you've been asking for it, and that it exists in a vibrational state. We've been calling that vibrational state your vortex. Get in the vortex, we said, until you could hardly stand to listen to us anymore. There's a vibrational reality that if you can sync up with it, then all those things that you want will come into your experience in a way that you can experience the full manifestation of them. So we want to talk about what manifestations really are. Because you live in a physical world where you're used to looking around at stuff, and you think that all of this stuff is manifestation, and it certainly is. But we want to point out to you that there is vibration, and then there is thought. And that thought is a manifestation of vibration. Because once you're having a thought about it, you've turned the vibration into something perceivable, into something understandable, into something conceptual, into something. So there is vibration, and then there is the manifestation of the thought. And that's momentum. And once there is a manifestation of a vibration into a thought, then there can be a manifestation into a word. Language is a further manifestation, isn't it? The thoughts that occur to you are manifestations, and it means that momentum is underway. So there is vibration, and then the manifestation of thought, big time important, and then the manifestation of word, and then action, and then all that stuff. And what goes wrong for so many of you is that you want to go from the launching of the rocket, which is the vibration, all the way to the full manifestation of it, and you're not willing to let the momentum, the natural momentum of the laws of the universe, have their gestation time. You don't plant corn in the field and then that day demand that it show itself to you. Come out now. Dinner's in an hour and we need you now. You understand that there is a process, and it's a sure process, and those who have watched it know what it is. And there is a sure process for you too. There's a sure process from you sifting through contrast and coming to desires that are not yet manifested in the full-blown see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it fashion. But it is a reality. And if you don't stomp on it and kill it with your disgust at it not being everything that you need it to be right now, all right, corn, then just stay there. Stay there, and I will not water you. I will not tend to you. I will not like you anymore. You disgust me. Because you will not be what I need you to be today. If you accept that you have planted the seed in very fertile vibrational soil, and that the energy that creates worlds is on it, and that it is in the state of becoming, and that the work is not its becoming because it is becoming. Look around you at all that has become. You don't need to worry about this. Your earth spins in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets, and it's not because it's on your to-do today list. In other words, there are forces, there are energies, there is consciousness, there is well-being, and it's all for you. So this vibration is in good hands. The question is, how far from the receptive mode are you? Are you going to be there to receive the vibration into the thought? And when you do, are you going to revel in the momentum of that manifestation? So, vibration and thought, emotion. Emotion is a manifestation. The way you feel. In fact, emotion is the most important manifestation that you ever live. And you can understand this clearly. It's because every single thing you want, no matter what it is, an object of attention, a relationship, that lover you're looking for, pile of money, condition, circumstance, everything that you are looking for, you are wanting it because you believe you will feel better in the having of it. When all along, the feeling was right there. Vibration, thought, feeling, right there. So if we can get you hooked on the manifestation of the feeling, if you can count your success in the manifestation of the idea and the feeling of that, and stop taking score about how long it's taking the corn to get out of the ground where you can eat it, instead revel in the momentum of this manifestation, it won't be long before you will have maintained a steady vibrational pattern of positive expectation. And the yield from that kind of vibrational crop is unspeakable. It will feel to others who watch you that you are indeed the blessed one. Most everybody you know will come to hate you. It'll be hard for them to take how well your life goes with seemingly so little effort. And when they say, "What have you done to deserve that?" and you try to explain to them, well, there's this vibration that manifests into a thought and a feeling, and I'm hooked on that. That's all I care about. Holding myself in the receptive mode so I can hear the song that I want to hear and feel the joy that I feel when I hear the song. They'll say, you can hear them, can't you? That's a manifestation. We're eager to talk to you about anything that you want to talk about. Nothing is off limits. You will notice a perfect unfolding as we move along here. There will be momentum. It is our knowing that together we will take thought beyond that which it has been before, and you will be right in the middle of that newfound manifestation that we all find as vibration moves into a new place. You're doing extremely well, and we don't mean to imply in any way that you're not getting it right, because you are. But we are wanting to imply, well, we'll just say it bluntly, you're not having nearly as much fun as you intended. You're taking life way more seriously. And it's because you're all tripped up on what's manifesting in terms of the stuff instead of what's manifesting in terms of the feeling. And sometimes when we say that, our human friends worry that we're just trying to get you to feel good without the stuff. And that isn't our plan at all. We know that unless you feel good without the stuff that you want can't come. You just got to get the vibration first. And we want to insert the word clarity here. Clarity is the key word for you, because that feeling of clarity is the most exhilarating experience that you ever have. It's that insightful bridging of who you are and what you know with who you really are and what you really know. Clarity in this moment, seeing beyond the what is into the what is becoming. That's what life is for all of us. Not one of us, whether we are non-physically focused right now or as you are in your physical bodies, is ever happy with regurgitation. Not ever. You didn't come just to repeat things over and over again. It's the new that rings your bells every single time. You know that. That's why you're bored with the mundane, with the same old. That's why you want to keep expanding. That's why you want new cameras and new equipment and exposure to new meeting rooms that cause you to have new experiences. Esther's more alive about these gatherings than she has ever been because of the sequence of events that's taken place over the last few weeks. So much clarity coming. Clarity equals expansion, you see. How about saying it's a thing? Rather than it's where I am, in a sort of not so quick to call it good or bad, it's where I am and therefore it must be good. Because where I stand right now is the culmination of all that I have been doing. Oh, the other day Esther was writing. She does that a lot, sits and contemplates and writes. And she was thinking about things that have come before that make where she is so delicious, like pool builders and gardeners and construction people, just looking around her own properties. And then she thought about the roadways to it and all that entailed, the engineering, the execution, the materials. And then she thought about the technology of industry and how that has enhanced. And she was just writing as she was feeling this big funnel of all of the experiences of mankind that all had led to where she is right here and now, in this perfect place, in this perfect receptive place, this place of being the beneficiary of everything that has come before. Not just the stuff, but the thinkers. Not just the thinkers, but the thoughts. Not just the thoughts, but the contrast that produced the thoughts. And so it made her feel more appreciation than she has ever felt in her life for where she stands. But another thing happened to her. She felt worthy. It's like all of that for me, for this moment in time, for me to be here knowing what I know. And then when she took it further, all of the non-physicals, all that which is Abraham, all that which is Jerry, all that Jerry lived before she even met him, all that he came to, that he brought to their relationship, all that they discovered together, all that you brought as these gatherings continue to expand. In other words, all of that, and what's it all leading to? Right now, where all of your power is, right now, where Source, with more eagerness than Esther can even find words to explain, is focused with you, knowing the potential of your ability to realize it now. Because potential isn't about what's possible, because everything's possible. All things are possible. Possible beyond your ability to even stretch your mind to accept it. But what we want to talk about is what you are in a position of realizing now.